Hey guys, it's Lindsay Saison Jones here, and I want to thank you for all the prayers. I'm feeling a lot better from my polycystic ovary that I had. It had ruptured, so I'm feeling so much better since yesterday. But I'm here with Danny. He is my stepdad, but really he's my dad. So he's going to talk about his first book that he published, and he's going to talk a little bit about that, and it's now on Amazon, so I will link that down later. So here we go. So, Danny, tell me about your book.
Yeah, in 2015, when me and you were going hiking with that hiking group in Bengarin Park, just as we were walking, I just started having this idea about a book, and the details just kept on coming to my mind as we were walking step by step throughout the whole trail. And we wound up walking a good 2 miles, maybe a little more than 2 miles. But during that trip, we were able to kind of figure out what the book was going to be about. And then when me and you went home that day, we started talking about the book even more. But then as I began to type my ideas on my computer, it just began to develop into more of a story. And so it kind of took about 4 or 5 months for me to kind of complete my first manuscript. And as I was trying to get it published through a publishing company, I was just tired of getting to run around, having to be told that you could pay $3,000 to publish it. Well, I had a couple of friends and a cousin that published their book through Amazon. And so I was thinking, well, maybe that's the avenue I need to go to publish my book.
Right.
And so I was able to have a friend edit my manuscript, and I took her suggestions that she had made, and I edited my whole manuscript, and I was able to set my book up, and then I got it published the day after Thanksgiving, 2020. And I was able to have my sister, she took this picture for me. Her name's Peggy. And she took the picture at Bengarin, the place where I got my inspiration to do my book. And so she was kind enough to do that. And we got the cover here. And I was able to create that on Amazon's Create a Cover. And it was a really good way of doing this.
So this cover right here is actually where we were walking. Is that right, Danny?
Yes, it is where we were walking. It's actually the mountain bike trail there in Bengarin.
Okay, and for those who don't know where Bengarin is, where is that at, Danny?
Fort Smith.
Fort Smith. And so we were actually, let me switch over to me. So that night that he was inspired, we were doing what was called a midnight hike, I believe, or a moonlit hike.
Yes.
So what had happened was, do you remember exactly? Because I think the moon was full, but was it like an eclipse or anything special? Or
No, it was just it was kind of a quarter moon.
Quarter moon?
It was, although it was called a moonlight hike, we actually were finishing as the moon was really coming out.
And that's really interesting. So I remember that night, and it did set kind of a creepy tone. And so I guess maybe were you inspired when you saw the moon, and how did that play out? And what really inspired you? Because I know we were walking, but you made this, what kind of book exactly?
Well, as we were walking down the trail, and as we got into the woods, it just started coming to my mind. I've always kind of had a very imaginative ideas when I was younger, but I never really put them into any kind of a story. But as we were walking, and the fact that we were with a bunch of strangers,
it was creepy.
And hiking, and you just kind of get thoughts in your mind. What if a group of killers was in the mix with all those people?
Yeah.
Nobody would suspect them, and if they, did whatever they wanted to, and then got away, it would be hard to probably catch them because there would be no record of them, there'd be no connection, and just one thing led to another.
So did you change the names of the people that were hiking, or did you imagine fictional characters?
Yes, I came up with all the characters within the story.
Okay.
And I don't really want to dive into a lot of the characters because some of my family members that have the book haven't read it yet, so I want them to kind of find out those little interesting things that are there.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I'm very excited because this copy is mine. He's also has a ebook edition that is on Amazon. So I
It's through
can
Kindle.
Oh, Kindle.
Yes.
I do not do Kindle, you guys. I'm very physical. So Danny is over here signing my very own copy here, and he's a very bad actor at signing, but you know, he's already signed it. But definitely check out Simply a Hike. And also, Danny, since you are signing my book, can you show off one person that you dedicated this book to for me, please?
Yes.
Or special character, I should say, not necessarily a person.
This is Wally. Wally was Lindsay's dog, and it was our family dog as well. But when he was alive, when I was doing this book, and so when he passed away, as I was finishing up my book, I wanted to kind of dedicate the book to him because Lindsay was the one that kind of helped me get inspired to do the book. And as I was developing the story, you were there to kind of encourage me on more. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of did it to not only honor Wally, but also honor you too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that like a lot. So I'm excited to get my hands on this book, you guys. And it just looks so great. Thank you to Peggy for taking the pictures and Danny who signed it. It looks so good. So I kind of sprung up this little impromptu interview on him. But definitely you'll have to check out Simply a Hike. And it's available on Amazon, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So anyway, signing off. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.